right, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know we ain't doing the same thing up here. I'm just letting y'all know, so don't expect no hoop, no none of that. So yeah, I'm just gonna read off this good old paper and God bless you. All right. So when Bishop told me last week that I was gonna be speaking today, I was like, why? Just why? Like, I don't like being in front of people. Give me a camera, put me in the back, I'm all right. But because obedience is better than sacrifice, I'm going to share this little message here.
Right.
And be on my merry little way. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Before I start, I wrote this pretty much like over the course of the week. Like, I got sick Thursday night, so I've been dealing with that and this. A little will come to mind here, a little will come to mind there. And I'll write it as they come. So whatever this is actually helped me with this message.
Wow.
So thank the Lord for that.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, so our text here is James chapter 1, verse 2.
Yes.
If you would please turn your Bibles to James chapter 1, verse 2. James 1, chapter 1, verse 2. And so while you're turning, I'm going to go ahead and read from the King James Version. It says, "My brethren,
Yes.
count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations." And if it's okay, I'm going to read it from a couple of more translations.
Read it.
The New Living Translation says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy."
Yes.
The Amplified Bible says, "Consider it nothing but joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you fall into various trials."
All right.
So I could go on and read from all the translations, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because the fact of the matter is, trouble is going to come.
That's right.
So I'm here to let you know tonight that not if, but when trials and tribulations come, just know that it's all good.
Yes.
So the tag on my text tonight is, it's all good.
All right.
Whether we want to admit it or not, everything that we've been through and dealt with thus far has worked out for our good.
That's right.
It may have hurt when you went through it, but think about the lessons that you learned. The tears that you cried, the hours that you laid awake at night, the emotional roller coaster that you couldn't seem to get off of. Every bit of that has worked out for your good. If it was meant to kill you, it would have.
Talk.
But because you're sitting here listening to me tonight, I'm just going to let you know to count it all joy.
All right.
The stuff that I've been through, I wasn't smiling, so I was like, why should I count this all joy? I don't get it. I wasn't happy about it. I wasn't smiling. It didn't feel good. I didn't even think I would make it out alive. But I was reminded of a scripture that leads me to my first point. In order to know that it's all good, you must, number one, check your feelings.
All right.
Yeah.
Nehemiah 8 and 10 does not say that the happiness of the Lord is our strength,
Word.
but the joy of the Lord is our strength.
Yes.
Happiness is predicated and dependent upon what's happening.
Right.
So 1 minute, you could be fine. Something happens, the next minute, your mood is just completely in disarray. Everything's out of whack.
Talk,
But
Tori.
when you have joy, it's saying that no matter what's going on, I know it's all good.
Yeah.
And knowing that it's all good is what gives us strength to go on.
That's right.
Verses 3 and 4 of James chapter 1 says, "Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Yes.
But let patience have her perfect work,
Yes.
and ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing."
Right.
So in other words, through the testing of your faith comes endurance. And when you're able to maximize that endurance, you become completely developed, lacking nothing. A lot of people want perfection, but they don't have patience.
My.
Now, faith is defined as complete trust or confidence in someone or something, strong belief in God or in the doctrines of a religion based on spiritual apprehension rather than proof.
My.
Now, I'm going to be completely honest. Me myself, I'm a very analytical person. I have to have things make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm like, what? Like, I don't get it.
Right.
Logic and reason are pretty much my two best friends. So faith for me is sometimes something that I struggle with. And if you're honest, you'll admit the same thing.
Right.
When your bills outweigh your budget, you wonder how it's going to work out. When you're hurting more than you feel like holding on, you wonder how you're gonna make it
Talk,
through.
Tori.
When your problems become public and all eyes are now on you, you wonder how you're gonna bounce back.
Wow.
Short testimony. Back in 2016 was what I consider my breaking point, quote unquote breaking point. One day I sat in my room and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. I cried till I couldn't cry anymore. And I up and left Texas for about a week. This is when I was away from here. I up and left Texas for about a week. I left my kids with my mom. And I called my best friend and I told her, I said, I'm coming back home. She said, okay. So I drove 332 miles back to Arkansas. And to be completely honest, my plans were to not even make it there. The state of mind that I was in at that particular time, I wanted to just run myself off the road, never to be seen alive again.
Jesus.
The devil tormented me the entire time, replaying everything that had just happened that week, the week prior. And thinking about all that stuff, I started crying again. I had to pull over. I was like, oh my gosh. And I looked at a wristband that I was wearing. I was wearing a wristband that I had got from Pastor James Henderson. And it said, I expect God to do it.
Yes.
I knew what my it was. So right then, I just prayed and I asked God, I said, God, I thought I was doing all of this stuff right. But I only see one way out of this dark place. And if you're really there, I need you to help me. And God said to me, he said, you don't need to see. He said, seeing is what got you in this position.
Wow.
He said, in the beginning when there was nothing but darkness and I spoke light and there was light. So if I did it then, what makes you think I won't do it now? He said, this is just a test of your faith.
Wow.
One thing that I would tell anybody, do not confuse what you want to see with what God really said. That inconvenience is just God putting you in position.
Wow.
That's really what it is. And at that point in time, I gathered up what the older saints would call that mustard seed faith. And I held on to that.
Amen.
So, in order to know that it's all good, not only must you check your feelings, but number two, you have to check your surroundings.
Yeah.
The strength that I gained during that particular time is really what kept me from August to this month when I was unemployed. And I still had to take care of my kids. I didn't have a car. Thank God I had a place to live, but I had no income. I still had to take care of my babies. And I thank God for my mom because although she had a lot going on within herself and, things going on with her, she still made sure that we were never without.
Right.
So thank you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I love you so much. But I said all that to say this. Your faith is like a muscle. It needs to be worked out and strengthened.
Yes.
But just like in the gym, you can't appreciate your own results by looking at everybody else's.
Wow.
Hallelujah.
So stretch, start off with a little weight. Little issues come about. People talk about you. Friends leave you. Family starts to act funny with you. We already know that God is not going to put more on us than we can bear.
Right.
So it's all good. But during this time, it's very important that you do not become distracted with what is going on and being said around you. Your little weight may appear to be bigger in the eyes of someone who doesn't have as strong a faith as you do.
Right.
So therefore, you can't allow their perception to scare you out of position.
Wow.
Add a little more weight. You lose your job. You lose your car. You get evicted. You lose loved ones. Know this is not feeling good to you, but it's all working out for you.
Yes.
God is the only one that can add by subtracting and multiply by dividing.
Wow.
He can do more with the little than you can a lot.
Wow.
And that's why it's also important to continue to pay your tithes and your offering during that time. Because if you can show God that you still honor his word and you'll still do what's required of you, he will bless you.
Yes, he will.
And so that brings me to my final point. In order to know that it's all good, you have to check your feelings, check your surroundings, and once you do that, you're able to count your blessings. It may not come in the form of a big check or some supernatural sign, although he's well able to do it, but just the mere fact that he grants you another day of life,
My God.
new mercy, he'll give you more strength than you had the day before.
Yes.
He'll give you more joy than you had the day before.
Yes, yes.
It's some things that people take for granted. You may wake up with the same amount of money in your bank account as you did when you went to bed the other night, but count it all joy.
Yes.
Because the Lord may lay it upon someone's heart to buy you a meal, put gas in your car. See, I don't believe that one blessing is bigger than the next.
Right.
Because something is always going to be greater than nothing at all.
That's right.
And as we've been taught, when someone does something for you that they don't have to do, the least you can do is say thank you.
That's right.
So as I close, oftentimes while we're waiting on God, he's waiting on us. While we are WAITING for his performance, he's putting weight, WEIGHT, on our patience.
Wow.
Testing our faith. A faith that cannot be tested is a faith that cannot be trusted.
I like that.
And eventually, when that familiar weight comes back around, as Pastor PJ said on Sunday, we'll know it when we see it.
Yes, yes,
And then you can say, I've dealt with this before.
Talk.
I can handle this. It's all good. God bless you.
Come on, y'all. Thank God for Tori. Come on. Tell somebody it's all good.
It's all good.
Come on, tell them again. It's all good.
It's all good.
Amen. Hey, thank you, Tori. Come on, y'all. Give another great big hand.